Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a mixed bag of wrestling. It's been a while since I've done one of these. And I want to talk about two people. I want to talk about CM Punk and John Cena. I've seen the Off the Rope show's Triple Threat. Guys, you did real nice. And you did say something that was really honest. That, look, I've been doing these videos for 8 months. I started doing these videos because of my depression. And I thought I had a good opinion that people may want to listen to. Now, I've been lucky enough that people have been willing to look at my videos, haven't been nasty about it, and pretty much said, you done pretty good. One of the fears I had, I talked too damn much, and I wondered if people would be bored. Now, hearing the Off the Rope show say pretty much to most people, and probably me included easily, your videos are too long, we can't keep up with it, and it's tiring. Well, not tiring, but let's just say we just don't want to see such long videos because we can lose interest in it. I understand that. And I wish to thank them for saying it, because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there have done it. I know I've done it. So that's what I just wanted to say, and I wish to say thank you to Off the Rope Show Central being honest about it. So this is what I want to say about John Cena and CM Punk. What do we got with John Cena? Right now, John Cena is the new champion. He has a new belt. And the current person he's going up against is Ryback. What do we got? I saw some of Raw, and I'm going to be doing a review on that. And hopefully I will not go too long with it. Got to work on that. But you know what? Seeing Ryback in this position is not bad, but I feel he went against his character, not facing John Cena and just knocking the shit out of him. I really feel they messed up with the Ryback character. Does it mean they couldn't have a decent feud? No. The problem is here, what is next for John Cena? John Cena has a new belt. In a sense, many people who follow John Cena will say he has a new lease on life. He's new champion. We're going to have great stuff in 2013. Really? They should have had the heel turn already, or at least him to change his personality to become more of a emotional character. This is what the problem is with John. John is not emotional enough. He says stuff that will make the kids happy. He's like the Super Friends back in the 70s. They were always upbeat. They were always good guys. They didn't have more of a, not a darker side, but really they didn't have different 10 shades of gray. That's what I would say the Super Friends of the 70s didn't have, but when it came to Justice League Unlimited, there were 10 shades of gray. And this is what we need for John Cena. We really don't need a heel turn. We just need 10 shades of gray. We need to see more depth in his character, but we don't. So what do I see for John Cena and what goes beyond a Ryback? I see John Cena going to be all the way near SummerSlam with a Ryback. Maybe near SummerSlam. Do I believe it's going to be good after Extreme Rules? No. I really believe what's going to happen after Extreme Rules, unless Ryback wins the title, it's going to be incredibly boring. It will. They'll have to find someone else for John to face. There's very few people he hasn't faced. The only person I think he hasn't faced recently is a Mark Henry. When Mark Henry had the chance to try and go for the title, that was actually a refreshing breath of fresh air to know that Mark may go after it. But they stopped it. So they threw Ryback at him. Mark Henry, to me, is the best person that a John Cena could face later in months. Right now, with a Ryback, you could say it's a breath of fresh air if Ryback had been winning at pay-per-views, and he hasn't. So you have a champion who tried to fake being beaten down where he never was in 2012 into 2013, where now he's champion and he's on top of the world, and he acted exactly the same way he did when he was bashed down and beaten. Now he's going up against a guy who last year, in the middle of the year, was going red hot. And then by Money in the Bank, nothing. No pay-per-view wins. Barely any wins on a Raw. Whatever wins he had on a Raw really weren't meaning anything. Weren't against anybody important. So now, fast forwarding nearing to Extreme Rules, you're going to have two guys who clearly have nothing to offer someone who's more mature than a 6 to a 12-year-old kid. Unless they do something special with a Ryback character, where I really think Ryback is still too green to be put in this position. But unfortunately, because of The Rock not being there, they don't got a choice. This is what we're stuck with. So what do I see? I don't see very good things for a John Cena. The only option I see maybe after a SummerSlam, if he has a program all the way up there with Ryback, is to go with a Mark Henry. Someone we rarely has ever seen in the WWE title picture. We've seen Sheamus there briefly. We've seen Randy Orton there. We've seen Big Show there. Very rarely. But we've seen him there. But we've almost never seen a Mark Henry. So let Mark Henry get thrown in there. Do I believe they're going to do that? No. I have no idea who they're going to throw after Ryback. None. I'm just hoping it might be a Mark Henry. So I want to talk about CM Punk. I've thought about this, what's going on with CM Punk. And I agree with the Off the Rope show that this looks like a bite off of what happened with Shawn Michaels in the 90s when he lost his smile. It's a good thing that he's not there, because I do feel burnt out with CM Punk. He's been around for quite a while. And honestly, seeing him not there is a great thing. I have no problems not seeing a CM Punk. And I've seen several videos of some people that really love CM Punk and say, he's the best. Why are they doing this? Well, dude, he's an all-H guy. He went to TNA, even though he was lent out. And as far as Vince is concerned, from my perspective, and I'm sure the Off the Rope show knows way better than me. Me personally, I don't really think Vince thinks of him any other way than a mid-carder that he really had no choice but to throw into the title picture because he didn't have anyone viable. And that's Vince's fault. Everything that's been going on in the PG era is because of Vince. It isn't just because of Stephanie bringing in people from the soap opera position in the industry. It's really been that Vince has signed off on this. He just doesn't want to take a chance that someone could get so high that they really will leave. So, if it's true that CM Punk wanted more money, I don't blame him. He wanted time off, I don't blame him. He ain't going to go nowhere. Unless they finally decide, and I mean Vince, not them, because I'm sure he'll say, oh, I had several other people talking with this. I had Triple H, I had Stephanie. No, it's Vince. And as far as I'm concerned, Vince is the one that has to decide to do something. Look what he's doing with Fandango. He's finally pushing his ass. Even if Johnny Curtis is not that good, Vince has actually put some interest in him, and that's the reason why we're seeing him right now. And look what happened. 2 weeks ago, the crowd ate him up. They took him on their breasts and let him suck on it and enjoyed it. That's what we got with a Fandango. Will we have that with a CM Punk? No. Unless something happens in the next 3 months, and that's what I'm hoping for. Let him stay away at least 3 months to give everyone a break and let him have some rest, because he's been working already 2 years straight. It wasn't just that 400 and some odd days. 400 some odd days. He had already been working at least 100 days beforehand. Near at least 100 days. So he's worked nearly 2 years. Before he became champion, he had been working before. He took a very short break and then came back. Remember, he's been on the go for nearly 2 years. So seeing him gone for a while is actually a nice thing. You like him or not? I wouldn't mind seeing him get a break. And I'm glad he's not here. Maybe someone else will be pushed. Do I believe that's going to happen? No. But this is what we got. So who do I believe he's going to feud with when he comes back? I have no clue. But I do believe that he is not going to turn face immediately. Comes back, he'll be with Paulie. And then he may stay heel until he does a face turn. I doubt he's going to come back face. And I don't even think he'll be a betweener. I don't even think he'll be the anti-establishment. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but that's what I feel. So I hope you enjoyed this mixed bag of wrestling. Subscribe and comment to Zane's View. And like I said earlier, I'm very thankful that the Off the Rope Show Central said what they said. I just want to know how to be able to do some decent videos. This is really meant to be therapeutic for me as someone who's under depression. I'm not joking when I say I have depression. I got it. I've gone through some nasty shit, ladies and gentlemen, that threw me into it. It's not really great to actually say this where everyone in the world could actually see it. But in this circumstance, for me, it's important. I've had a bad life. I had a bad marriage. I got a bad injury from work. And this has really saved my butt. I don't know what situation I would be in the last 8 months if I hadn't been doing these videos. So I thank the Off the Rope Show and anyone else that's been watching. And I didn't say this before. For the people who have subscribed and give me 51 people that have subscribed, thank you. You're real cool people. Thank you very much. And have a good night.